What are the results of one bad little piggy? What does the result of one bad pig do in our culture? Let's break down exactly what one bad little piggy does to our society and to our culture. And the reason I call them pigs is because there's no checks and balances on them. And when there's no checks and balances on someone, then what happens is they turn into a total authoritarian pig. That's the best way to describe it. So let's say that little piggy pisses off one person a day. And I'm not talking about cops who kill people. I'm talking about cops who talk down to people. I'm talking about cops who belittle people. I'm talking about cops who are aggressive and mean to people on the street. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about your everyday interaction with a police officer. How does that make you feel? Well, let's just say that one bad little piggy, he only abuses one person a day, just one. But that one person has a mother and has a best friend, so that's three. Let's just say that it's just one person that the bad little piggy affects in a negative way, and then he affects 2 or 3 other people because he tells them that this little piggy treated me terrible. And then they share that with a friend, so we're just gonna go 3. Now that bad little piggy, he could abuse multiple people. He could abuse 3 or 4 people a day. I'm being fair here. I'm being fair to the little piggies that have no checks and balances. So if we go 3 here, 3 here, 3 here, 3 here, and 3 here. That's your 5-day work week. At the end of this 5-day work week, we have 3, 6, 9, 12, we have 15. 15 people can't stand police at the end of this guy's work week. And that's if he just pisses off one person and they tell a couple others. He probably pisses off a couple people a day that hate police because of the way that little piggy behaves. So then we don't just work 1 week though. So then the next week, we're just going with the basic number of 3. Okay, so that's 18. And then you keep going down the line, and this is a 5-day work week here. And this is 15. And then we go 3, 3, 3, 3, and this ends up being 12. Now, this is a very minor number. This is low numbers for piggies who treat people terrible, which is most of them. Most of them talk to us with disrespect. They threaten to kill us. They threaten us constantly. It's never ending, right? The police oppression in our country is disgusting. What we're seeing is TikTokers get shut down before they can do their dance. That's what the police in this country are. So right here, we've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 47, 55, 60. So that's 60 people. That's 60 people a month that hate police's guts because the way they treated them or the way they treated their best friend, cousin, lover, girlfriend, you name it. So we have 60. That's the number, 60. So now we go down here for our yearly total. That's a 12-month work year. So we go 6 times 10 is 600, 720. So the total for the year, that one little piggy made hate police as much as I despise police, he created 720 more of me. Now they may not be as outspoken or as well read in understanding the documentation that created this legislation that allows them to treat us like shit with no checks and balances. So we're at 720 people in 1 year. 1 year that bad little piggy made 720 people hate police. Now let's multiply that by 20. And what is our result gonna be? So you got 7,200 times 2. That's 14,400 people. By one little piggy being abusive, talking down to people, treating people like shit. That is how we get the system where you have a guy like me who writes the results of one bad little piggy. Why do I do that? Because the pigs in our country are disgusting, because there's no checks and balances on them. There has to be a checks and balances system. How do we get rid of that one bad cop? One bad cop creates almost 15,000, it's probably well more than that. Remember, we're only doing one person plus their mother and their best friend. We're not doing 3 people, which is typical when these pigs are pigs to people on the streets. So this is the result of one bad little piggy right there.
How many people have been pulled over and the cop said, "Hey, can I search your vehicle?" How do you stop that? Here's how you invoke your rights for your car not to be searched. This is gonna blow you away.
So I want you to say, "Officer, I revoke consent," and they kind of stop searching your car. United States versus Williams, 2018. Tell them right now, I revoke consent. Stop searching my car. Say it out loud, and they have to stop immediately. Say it now.
I revoke
Consent.
consent.
Stop searching my car.
Stop searching my car.
That's it.
Rubio.
Rubio, that's it. He's revoked consent. He's revoked consent.
What's that?
I revoke consent of searching my car.
That's it. Okay, cool.
I'm going to teach you guys something today that you did not know yesterday. How many people have been pulled over, and let me know in the comments, how many people have been pulled over and the cop said, hey, can I search your vehicle? How many people have ever heard that? The traditional way that we've learned, when the cop says to search my car, what do you say? I do not agree to any searches or seizures. That's what you say. But is that counterproductive to you invoking your rights the best? I mean, think about it. If you tell the copper, no, you can't search my car, the 1925 case of Carroll versus the United States allows them to warrantlessly search your car if they believe there's exigent circumstances. So there are three parts of exigent circumstances that you need to understand. The first one is if the cops say that they're in hot pursuit of you, then they can search your car without a warrant and say, well, we were in pursuit, he didn't pull over. The second way is they can say they're looking for illegal alcohol because the 1925 case of Carroll versus United States is based on prohibition laws, that it's illegal for you to have illegal alcohol. The third way they can search your car without a warrant is that they say, you know what? I think there was going to be a loss of life. Because I believe there's going to be a loss of life, I'm going to search your car without a warrant. How do you stop that? This is going to blow you away. This is going to blow you away. You wouldn't think that this is the way that you invoke your rights and take the power back from the pig at my window. Can I search your car, Mr. DeCastro? Can I search your car? And what do we tell him? No! No, you can't! I invoke my Fourth Amendment right. No illegal searches and seizures. But does that work? No, it doesn't. You don't truly invoke your rights by telling the cop, no, I don't agree to searches and seizures. Here's how you invoke your rights for your car not to be searched. When that filthy piggy walks up to me and says, Mr. DeCastro, can I search your car? You know what I say? Sure, no problem. And then the cop goes, okay, can you step out of the car so I can search it? I go, sure, no problem. And then I go to get out of the car. I got my trifold that I printed out. I got my trifold that I printed out. And the copper asked me, can I search your car? And I say yes. And then I get out of the car. I take my trifold. I'm getting my phone. I'm taking my time. I'm grabbing my lemonade. But he's going to try to stop me from drinking anything. I get out. He goes to start searching my car. And I say, actually, officer, you know what? I revoke consent. I revoke consent. The United States versus Williams in 2018 clearly states that if I can give consent, that I can revoke consent. And here's the case law right here. I got this from Delete Lawz. I gave you permission to search my car. In retrospect, over the last 15 seconds, I've decided that I've changed my mind. So if I can give you consent, then I can take away consent. That's how you get around them searching your car. Now, once you give consent and then you take away consent and then you show them the Supreme Court case law that allows you to revoke consent, then if you show it to them and everything's on camera, here I'm revoking consent, you can sue them for violating your rights. If you can give consent, you can revoke consent. But what you can't do is if you say, no, you can't search my car, I don't agree to any illegal searches and seizures, the cop can say, well, I believe there's exigent circumstances, so I'm going to search your car anyway. But you gave him permission in the other scenario. You gave him permission, and then you took away permission. That makes you strong. That makes you a rights fighter. You are fighting for your rights because you know them so well. I know that Carroll versus United States says that coppers can search my car if they believe there's exigent circumstances. But United States versus Williams is almost like an antidote, like a counter to the 1925 case of Carroll versus United States. The Supreme Court gets it right every once in a while. The sun shines on a dog's ass every once in a while. The Supreme Court is a dog's ass. It's a bunch of dog poo over there on the Supreme Court. An unelected body of super elitists who are appointed for life. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, I don't know. Segregation, Plessy versus Ferguson, the Fugitive Slave Act. I don't know, keep going. The Cruikshank versus United States. I mean, how many times can they get it wrong? So I'm sitting here telling you how to get around the coppers searching your car by giving them permission and then revoking permission using the 2018 case of Williams versus United States. If you take that methodology and you don't have the proof in writing for the pig, he's gonna search your car anyway. If you're not video recording the pig trying to search your car, he's gonna search your car anyway. You have to give your rights and then take them back. I'm taking back my power, pig. I gave you permission to search a moment ago. I have retained my rights back. I'm no longer interested in you rifling through my car. Well, why are you revoking consent? I don't have to answer any questions. Anybody ever taught you this before? Has anybody ever taught you this before? Have you ever learned to allow the cop to search your car, pull out your trifold, and then go, I revoke consent? Have you ever heard that before? This is how you do it. This is how you do it. This is the way you do it. Now, this is $6. If you buy one of these off my website for $6, it goes into your spam folder 99% of the time. For the love of God, when you buy one of these digital trifolds, check your spam folder. I don't know why it does it. I can't stop it. I'm not God. I'm just a man doing the best I can with what I got. And every single social media platform, from YouTube to TikTok to Instagram, has me shadow banned. You can't even imagine it. You can't even imagine it. You can't imagine what it's like to be a freedom fighter and just to be shut out when I haven't broken any laws. I haven't hurt anybody. There's no victims. So it's that they don't want you to get this. They don't want you to get it. They don't want you to have this in your car. And by the way, you know why we did this? Learn the law, because the cops don't know the law. That's why it says learn the law on the front. Because when you pull this out and you invoke your Fifth Amendment right, which is on the back side of learn the law, where your ID should go, where your proof of insurance, where your registration should go, you then say, oh, hold on, Mr. Copper, you want to search my car? Okay, let me take a look at my learn the law pamphlet. Sure, you can search my car, Copper, no problem. Let me get out of the car. Let me help you out. Let me help you. Let me help you search your car. And then as I'm getting out, you know what? You know what? In this pamphlet here, it says that I can revoke consent. It says right here, United States versus Williams, that I can revoke consent. So I'm going to revoke consent and take my rights back. Thanks for coming, no piggy. Get out! Get out of my, get out of my car, you dirty, filthy pigger. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. It's just unbelievable. So just so you know, the reason it says learn the law, know your rights, is so you can show the copper, because he doesn't know the law either. When you give consent to search your car and then you revoke consent, you better have it ready. You can tell him, I memorized it. United States versus Williams allows me to revoke consent. And the copper goes, I never heard of that. And he searches your car anyway. Whereas if you say, I give consent and revoke consent, and you show him the 2018 case of United States versus Williams, have you guys seen me do this? I've done this a couple of times, Johnny on the spot, when they were targeting people.
So I want you to say, officer, I revoke consent, and they kind of stop searching your car. United States versus Williams 2018. Tell them right now, I revoke consent, stop searching my car. Say it out loud, and they have to stop immediately. Say it now.
I revoke
Consent.
consent.
Stop searching my car.
Stop searching my car. Rubio.
That's it.
Rubio.
That's it. He's revoked consent. He's revoked consent.
What's that? I revoke consent of searching my car.
That's it. Okay, cool.
What did that? The power of knowledge in my hand and the camera. That's what did it. That's what did it. Don't get caught flat-footed. You're going to get pulled over and you're going to be like, damn, I wish I had that trifold, and you didn't have it. And now he wants to search your car, and you didn't get your phone out when you saw the pig pass you. Oh, I think that pig's going to pull us over. I don't care if he's going to pull me over. I saw a pig. I saw a pig. My phone comes out. I start recording now. Now, some of you are like, oh, I'm afraid. I'm afraid that they're going to do something bad to me because I'm filming them. Pull the phone out. Cop comes up. I'm filming you. First Amendment right. It's being recorded. It's on video. I told you it's my First Amendment right. Cop says, you can't film me. You go, oh, yeah? In the trifold here that I got from Delete Lawz for $6, it says right here, I can film cops. It says it right there. Plain as day. Oh, the cop smells marijuana. That's a big one. Cop smells marijuana. That's not probable cause to search your car. But you may not know that. You may not know it. If you do not participate in the flexing of your rights, then you don't have any rights, bud. Your children and your grandchildren will live in an oppressive state, a police state, prison state, death state. You have got to participate in your rights. We don't stop. We don't stop. We don't stop. We don't stop until we change this bullshit system. Go to my website, DeleteLawz.com. Here's your $6. Send me my digital trifold. I'll print it out and I'll keep it in my car. Either one's okay. Or get the printed one that I sent you. I don't care. I don't care. This is my business. This is how I make money. This is how I earn a living. And I'm telling you, I'll give you my #1 product for free. Dude, what more can I do for you? Email me on my website. Go to DeleteLawz.com with a Z. Go to the inquiry form and be like, dude, I don't got $6. Or you know what? Here, I got $6. I don't care. Get the trifold in your car.